Assalamualaikum everyone. How are you all? Hope you are all happy today and be happy forever. So today I want to share about dua and faith in Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. So before starting, I must say that always remember Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala is the only one and there is no God except Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. And He is the only one who is the worthy for worship, and we'll have to praise, we'll have to admire Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala only. And we have to believe in that Prophet Muhammad is the last messenger of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, and no messenger will come after the Prophet Muhammad. Let's start. So today I want to share about dua and faith in Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. This is all from Sahih al-Bukhari, from volume number 1, chapter number 2. It's all about dua and faith in Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. So Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam said, your dua is your faith. Your dua is your faith. If there were no dua from your side, oh people, if there were no dua from your side, so Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala wouldn't care about you. So you can understand what Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam wanted to say. He said that your dua is your faith. If there is no dua, if there were no dua from your side, so Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala wouldn't care about you. So it means that we all have to keep praying. We all have to keep praying. We all have to ask everything from Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. He is the listener, He is the observer, and He is listening us all the time. He is observing us all the time. He is the only one who is the listener. So whatever you need, you have to trust in Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. Whatever you need, even small thing, even big thing, you all have to ask from Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala only. Because if you will ask Him, He will fulfill all your wishes. He is the listener, He is the observer, He is your best friend. Whatever you need, if you are feeling sad, you all have to discuss with Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. So He will help out you. I'm repeating again. Prophet said, your dua is your faith. If there were no dua from your side, so Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala wouldn't care about you. It's mean that you all have to keep praying. That Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala will also listen, He will care about you. And in Arabic language, meaning of dua is also iman, it's also faith. So we all have to keep praying. We all have to faith in Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. We all have to trust in Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. And have faith in Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. It's very beautiful thing. In this way, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala will be happy and He will listen you more. So, whatever we need, even small thing, big thing, we all have to ask Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala only, because we know He's the listener, He's the observer, and He's listening us all the time. He's watching us all the time. Have unwavering faith in Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. And whatever you need, even small thing, big thing, we all have to ask from Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala only. So I want to tell you the hadith of Prophet Muhammad. Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam said, he said, if you need anything, then we all have to ask from Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala only. If you need salt, then we all have to ask from Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. We all have to pray. We will have to pray. Then Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala fulfill your wish, fulfill your prayer. If your shoestring breaks, then you will have to ask from Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala only, because He is listening us, He is watching us all the time. If you are feeling sad, then you will have to remember, you will have to ask Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. Then Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala will help you, inshallah. I want to repeat this again. Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam said, if you need salt, then you will have to ask Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. He will help out you. If your shoestring breaks, then you will have to ask Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. So we can understand through this hadith that Prophet said, whatever you need, even small thing, then you will have to ask Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, because He is listening us all the time, He is watching us all the time. And have unwavering faith in Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. Keep praying all the time. He's listening us. Keep your faith so strong. Believe in Allah, trust in Allah. Even when you can't see the path, keep praying. When you feel When you feel life seems dark and you feel that there is something wrong, you feel lost, keep praying. Don't give up. Don't give up. Keep praying. When you feel that your prayers aren't being answered, keep praying. Don't give up. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala will help out you. And you know very well, after every hardship there is ease. Indeed, after every hardship there is ease. So Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala will help you and He will change your life. Keep praying always, even when you can't see the path. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala will guide you through the darkness, because after every hardship there is ease. So you'll have to keep praying, have unwavering trust in Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. In this way your faith will be strong. And we observe that Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala will fulfill all your wishes, because He is very close to us. He is listening to us all the time. Keep in mind, He is listening to us. He is very close to us. He is the greatest. He is the only one who is a problem solver. So you all have to keep praying. And if we remember that Prophet Yunus was in the stomach of fish and he was very worried over there, then Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala helped him. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala taught him the dua. La ilaha illa anta subhanaka inni kuntu minas zalimin. La ilaha illa anta subhanaka inni kuntu minas zalimin. And he recited this dua over there. Then after reciting, he was out from the stomach of fish. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala helped him. And He also helped her. He's listening us, He's watching us, He's observing us all the time. He's closest to us. So we all have to keep praying. We all have to remember our Muslim brother in our prayers who are suffering from hardship. We all have to keep praying for Palestinians. We have to remember our Muslim brothers in our prayers. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala is listening to us. Keep in mind. Thank you very much. Allah Hafiz.